Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope that you're all having a great day so far. So today I am bringing you my updated handbag collection. This video has been requested a few times and I feel like it's been taking me ages to sit down and actually go through all of the bags that I have. And the last video that I did of my handbag collection is possibly 2 or 3 years old. Some of the bags that I mentioned in that video I no longer have. I have newer ones, but I also have my staples. I have my bags that I've had for quite a few years and I'll never get rid of them. So I'm going to go through each bag and talk a little bit about them. I'm not going to go into in depth about these bags because some of them I've already done separate reviews. If there's any of the bags that I'm going to mention today that you would like a full-on review, please leave me a comment below. And hopefully some of them are still available online. I feel like the majority of them are. So I do hope that you guys enjoy this video and let's get started. So I'm going to start with the oldest handbag I have in my collection, which is my Louis Vuitton Never Full. I believe this bag comes in 3 different sizes and I have the medium size, which is the perfect size for a tote for my lifestyle. I believe I got this bag in 2009, so it's been in my collection for over a decade and it's one of my most loved bags. As you can see, it's well worn because the vachetta, I think that's how it's called, it has darkened. I love the tone that it's turned out to be. I've done an entire review on this particular bag and I'll link it here or in the info bar below, so make sure to check the description bar because I will be linking a few videos for you guys so you could have a more detailed review on the bag and what I can carry in it. But I tend to wear this bag mostly spring and summer because it's drier, so I'm trying to prolong the life of this bag and hopefully one day I'll pass it on to my daughter. But it's a really nice simple bag. It has the traditional Louis Vuitton logo in the brown tone and I really love it. I feel like it's a beautiful bag that you can wear with your neutral tones and it just goes with so many different things really well. And you can also change the shape because it has these tie-up things over here and you can make it a little bit more square. But overall, I love it and I feel like it's still going to last me a really long time. So next we have another Louis Vuitton bag. This is the Speedy 30 in the Azure print, and again you can see I have worn this bag quite a bit. The leather has darkened. It's not as dark as my Never Full, but it's definitely going down that road. It has the traditional lock, which I only use to keep it here. I feel like it adds a little bit something to the bag. I don't even remember where I put the keys, so I feel like it's going to be there forever. The hardware on this bag and the previous one, if I did not mention, is gold, which I think it's so much nicer, especially because I like wearing gold jewelry for the majority of the time. The Azure print is in this neutral shade, which I really love. I believe the squares, the darker ones, are actually a dark blue rather than black, but it does look somewhat grayish, doesn't it? But I believe it's blue, possibly gray. But I really love this bag, again, because it's very dainty. It's very classic, so I tend to wear it like this on the arm. I feel like this is also a bag that I tend to wear the majority of the time in warmer weather. And again, I will pass it on to my daughter because it will become a vintage after a while. So really love this one. Oh, and if I did not mention, I'm pretty sure I did, Speedy 30 size. So my next bag is an old and other stories bag. I actually bought this, I think maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I bought it in the sales and I've been loving it ever since. First of all, the style of the bag is very classic. It looks almost like a wallet on a chain, and I feel like that is kind of like the style that they were going for. The leather has worn beautifully, and I feel like this is a really great bag for days that you don't want to carry a lot, especially if you're going out in the evening and you just want a practical small bag to wear it crossbody with a really nice suit or a dress, I feel like this bag definitely meets my expectations, especially when I'm going for outfits like that. So it's super simple. It's one of those bags that it does have a few compartments. You can carry quite a few things in here. The leather, I mentioned that it wore really well. It's also quite substantial. It's not like a cheap type of leather. I feel like they use really good quality materials to do this bag. The scratching is very minimal for the amount of years that I've had, and I've worn it a lot. I tend to wear this a lot even when it's raining. So it's a bag that's been lasting me years, and I highly recommend Another Stories bags overall because I think that they're great quality. So those are my 3 oldest bags in my collection, and now we're going to move along to bags that I've purchased or have been gifted to me in the past year or so. So my first newest bag that was added to my collection not too long ago is this Teddy Blake Kiara bag. Now, full disclaimer, this bag was gifted to me by the brand, but I absolutely love it. Now, the tone is beige, and I put quotes because for me this looks pretty taupish, but on the website I believe it's called beige, and I really love it. I find that the taupe tone is so unique, so beautiful, and it's one of my most dressy bags that I have in my collection. I feel like this I take out of my wardrobe for a special outfit. It doesn't need to be super dressy, but it needs to be super neutral because I want the bag to stand out. Not a lot to say. I mean, it's a bag that I feel like speaks for itself. It's very feminine, very classic and effortless, but overall I do really like it, and I think it's a really lovely bag that I have in my collection. So next I have this beautiful vintage Celine bag. I get a lot of questions about this particular bag. Every time I post something, people always ask me, where did you get your bag? It is vintage, so all I can do is link something similar from Celine or maybe something from the high street, but I cannot link this exact bag. Now, one thing that I love about this is it has that almost box feel about it, but on the sides it opens up almost like an accordion. Not too much, just a little bit. Obviously, because this is a vintage bag, the hardware has tarnished a little bit, but I can always get the bag refurbished in central London, and I'm definitely thinking of doing that and then possibly vlogging my experience and doing a video for you guys. Let me just open and show you guys the inside. Like I said, it opens up like an accordion. Do you guys see it? It has the Celine logo on the inside, and if I've not mentioned, it does have this beautiful detail of the horse and carriage over here, which is very typical for Celine bags. Going vintage or pre-loved was the only way I would be able to afford the Celine bag, and I think this one was a great find. The seller was amazing. They even gave me a discount when I contacted them. So a great bag that I have in my wardrobe, and I do wear it a lot. So as you know, Polène Paris has been one of those handbag brands that has blown up in the blogger world, in the fashion world, and most of us have at least one. I actually have 3. One of them was gifted by the brand, but they only gifted me their bag after I actually purchased my first one. And here is my first Polène Paris bag. This is the #1 Nano in the camel shade, and this one comes in the smooth leather. They also have another one in the same tone, but it has grained leather, but I decided to go for the smooth one. Now, I don't want to go too much into detail about this bag because I've done an entire review, which I'll link it up here, but I have to say it was one of my favorite purchases in the past couple of years. I have worn it a lot. I love the tone of this camel shade. It is perfect for spring and summer, and I have a lot of things in my wardrobe that complement this particular tone, including shoes, accessories, and my clothes, of course, like the dress that I'm wearing goes really well with this particular bag. Be sure to know I do not wear a wallet with most of my bags because they have pockets, and I hate taking unnecessary stuff in my bag. So the less I take, the better it is. I feel like this is a really good practical bag for every day, where you can put your bank cards at the back, or maybe your Oyster card if you travel here in London. Whatever you want to put in here, cards will fit in there. everything will fit. So a great little bag that I'm definitely taking with me to Portugal as well on holiday, because I wear a lot of camel tones and I feel like this is going to be a great bag to wear whilst I'm away. My next Polène Paris bag is their original bag, which is the #1 mini. This one, full disclaimer, was gifted to me by the brand and I'm so grateful. So if Polène Paris is watching, thank you so much for sending this bag. I've not done a review on this, so if it's something that you would like to see, please leave me a comment below and also like this video, letting me know that you do. So the shade that I have here is Sand, but there's so many shades on the website. It has lovely suede over here, so it is different from the bottom, and the bottom has kind of like, I believe it's calf grain leather. The hardware, as you can see, this is what I mean about hardware of high street versus an expensive brand. And I still don't think that Polène Paris is expensive. It's actually quite affordable for an entry-level designer bag. The gold hardware is rich, it's beautiful. Even on the chain, it is absolutely stunning. It makes the bag look a lot more expensive than it is. And it's a beautiful bag. Again, it has a pocket on the back where you can actually fit your phone depending on the size of your phone, because it's wider than the previous bag. On the inside, I didn't show the other one, but like I said, there is a review. It looks like this. It has these little poppers over here, so you can have your bag with the poppers done, or you can have it completely closed. But it's a beautiful bag, again, that it's quite classic looking. Overall, really love it. Not going to go into much detail about it. If you guys want a review, please let me know. And my third and last bag is going to be the Polène #1 original. So this one is the bigger size. I will give you guys a side by side with the nano and this one so you can see the difference. I got this particular one pre-loved, so there is always an option if you can't afford to buy these full price. There's always someone online selling it secondhand in really good condition. So you can find them available on Vinted, and I use Vinted a lot. Vestiaire Collective, which has a lot more options, and sometimes you can find it on eBay. So it looks exactly the same as the nano size. Of course, it's a little bit bigger. The finish of the leather on this one is the grained leather, so it's going to be a lot more hard wearing and not show signs of wear. The handle on this one still fits on my arm. As you can see, my arm still goes there. Obviously, it's not going to be as practical or easy to do that way if you're wearing a thick cardigan or a thick coat. You won't be able to do that, but you have the handle and the strap as well, which is adjustable and removable if you don't want to have it. So I have been loving this bag a lot. I needed a black bag in my wardrobe to wear more in the colder months because it's easier to blend in with darker tones that I have in my wardrobe, and I feel like this was a great purchase. Really love it, and I think it's a great practical bag to wear, and it's very chic and effortless as well. My most recent purchase when it comes to black bags and leather bags is this unisex crossbody bag from COS. I've done a review on this bag. I'm not sure if that video is going to go up before this one or following this video, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on it, but I've always wanted a bag like this. It reminds me of the fanny pack, but a little bit more elevated, because I don't know, it just looks a little bit more elevated to me. I feel like this bag is going to be a great bag for me to carry on holiday, because the strap is adjustable, so I can make it a little bit shorter so it can go underneath my arm, and it can also be worn as crossbody. So it's going to be a great holiday bag. I have been wearing this so much. Like literally, I wear it at least 3 or 4 times out of the week. It carries everything that I need, including my vlog camera, my phone, my umbrella also fits in here if I need it. So make sure to watch the review, because I will talk a lot more about the bag and the wear and tear of it as well. Of course, because we are in summertime, basket bags had to be mentioned in this video. I have at least 2 to show you, and I feel like these bags have been really well loved in the past couple of months, or since I got them. I wear them quite often. I have been taking photos with them. I just feel like they really elevate my summer capsule wardrobe. So the first one that I have to show you guys is this raffia bag from Arket. This one comes in two different sizes. I have the smaller size, which I would still call it a medium size because it's quite large, and then they have a bigger one. What I love about this bag is that it reminds me of the market bags. It just is open like this. It has these two straps over here, or handles. You can carry it like this, and it's very, very structured. But what I love about it is the design. The design is very beautiful. It's really well made. And it's one of the most affordable raffia bags that you will find on the high street. This costs around £30. And I think that's a great price for a raffia bag because some brands can really mark up their prices. And I feel like Arket has delivered an affordable option that looks quite elevated. So I have been wearing this one a lot and I think it's super pretty. It's very feminine. And again, you can use this for different purposes. You can even put a couple of plants in here, or you can put in the corner of your sitting room and put some blankets in it. I just think it's really pretty. And for the price, I think it was a bargain. And the last bag is my basket bag from End of the Stories, which if you are familiar to my channel, you're probably tired of seeing it. I have been mentioning it quite often. I have been wearing it a lot. And basket bags are the symbol of summer and beach, in my opinion. So this is a perfect size basket bag for you to take to the beach, for your everyday life, for a picnic, for running errands. It is quite substantial. It has leather straps. So these are definitely leather. I've had people commenting, not sure if they were. Everything in brown over here is made of leather. It is open. As you all know, basket bags are completely open. Some of them have a little pouch on the inside. Mine, unfortunately, does not have, but I am thinking of buying a little pouch because this one is quite open. So if I'm carrying my phone, my wallet, on this one, I will carry a wallet. I tend to put everything at the front, facing this way when I'm carrying the bag underneath my arm. It's just a really nice bag to wear at this time of year. And again, because it represents summer and beach, it just gives me those happy, happy vibes. And I really, really love it. So highly recommend a basket bag, or if you can find still this one in store, it's definitely a bag to have. So that is it, guys. We've reached the end of this video. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you did. If you have any of these bags, or if you would like to purchase them, please leave me a comment below. And of course, if you've not subscribed to my channel, make sure to do so. I post videos like this every single week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.